CEO Ronald Hicklin from Creating the Difference. We got a 3-part mini series that we're going to do to hopefully discover what is the most angular ball for 2023. Now, what we did was we went to Facebook and we said, hey, of the 3 major manufacturers, what bowling ball would you say is the most angular ball from each manufacturer? We ended up with 3 bowling balls, and we're going to throw all those bowling balls. Now, what we also decided to do is we wanted to make the test as fair as possible, so we tried to control as many variables as possible. One of those variables, which obviously is important, is the surface. Each of these balls comes from the different surface from the manufacturer, so we eliminated that. As a matter of fact, what we did was we used True Cut polish powered by Turtle Wax, and we put a 6,500 grit finish on all 3 balls. They're also all drilled the same. I'm going to throw them all hopefully the same, and we're going to be able to get a lot of data from Clutch as well as Specto to be able to determine which ball creates the most back-end shape. We're going to set an additional video as well so that you can actually see just the data by itself. I'm going to throw the balls, but we're going to have a data video, and then we're also going to have one more video where we actually alter the surface of the balls to kind of see if that has any sort of impact on the cover stock and the angularity of the bowling ball. So now we're going to talk about the 3 bowling balls that were chosen from Facebook for us to do this test. The first ball we got is the Storm Virtual Energy Blackout. That ball features the REX Pearl cover stock, and the next ball is the Nuclear Forge by Motiv. It features the Propulsion HVP Pearl reactive cover stock. And last but not least is the Track Theorem that features HK22 Pearl reactive cover stock. Now, if you want more information about the bowling balls, obviously you can go to the website and check out all the information. And I know what some of you guys are thinking already. You're like, well, wait a minute. The Motiv ball is symmetrical. The other 2 are asymmetrical. We know. But this is a 2023 video because somebody's already in the comments saying, why you do the crimson? Why you do the crimson? Why you do the crimson? The crimson doesn't come out until 2024. So it's not technically supposed to be in this video. That doesn't mean that I won't throw it, but it ain't supposed to be in this video. So anyway, we're going to look at these bowling balls. We're going to find out which one is the most angular, and we're going to start doing that right now with the Track Theorem. We're bowling on a fresh house shot. We're going to use Clutch and Specto to help us see what's going on. Let's see how this goes. All right, so fair amount of hook there. Definitely angular shape. I need to make a move. So we'll do that. You'll see some graphics on the lane too. We actually decided to put little graphics on the lane when we're throwing the shot this time. So you'll be able to notice that too. Wiping off each ball every single shot. That's a good way to keep your reaction consistent and get you in a good habit too. So let me go 3 to the right and see what happens here. That's a little better. Okay, so that shape is definitely angular, no doubt about it. There are 4 types of ball motion. Traction, continuous, angular, and straight. And we're focusing on the angular balls because the angular balls are the fun ones, right? Those are the ones that kind of everybody wants to see go down the lane because the ball goes sideways. And that actually has a lot of value to it, especially when you're trying to create some room for error. But it also can work against you. If you need to be able to control the lane, you can get a lot of over-under reaction. Ooh. She is strong. Definitely a strong piece. So it's funny, right? So Brunswick puts HK22 on a lot of bowling balls. But when we were asking people, well, which one, like if we're only going to do one ball here, like we're not going to do all of their bowling balls that have HK22, which one? This one kind of like was overwhelmingly the favorite. I can kind of see why. Nice, long, angular shape. Okay, not bad, not bad. Yeah, she's good. All right, that's the track theorem. So now we're gonna look at the Motiv nuclear force next. We'll start in the same spot. Okay, so that wasn't as angular for sure. That's just the first shot too, so. Yeah, that was a little further left, but not that bad of a shot, and that kind of accentuates so the fact that it's not as angular. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that one's definitely not as angular. So I'll just keep moving left. We'll be able to square up to it and get it to the pocket, but that ball definitely is not as angular. Now what's interesting is just from watching the shape, it just appears to be going too long. Yes. Okay, so now we know where we gotta be at. So essentially, this is great. So like, this ball is just going too long. With this finish, which they're all at the same finish, which is fair, but at this finish, it's going too long. So what that means is, one, it kind of gives us a real good way to kind of compare at least two balls, the cover stock strength when they're all the same. And two, it also speaks to why the different manufacturers have different finishes on their bowling balls, right? Because Motiv tuned this ball to be angular with their finish process. So that's good to know too. They throw a little wood every now and again. Not too bad, not too bad. But yeah, this ball's just straighter. So that kind of gives us a real good idea about, at least from a performance side of things, how this cover stock combination with the core compares to the Theorem. All right, so it is angular. You just got to be in the friction a little bit more. That's also a real good reason why surface matters. So us doing another test with the balls on a different surface will really help, because it'll be interesting what happens to this cover stock when it doesn't go too long. Anyway, virtual energy blackout. Let's go see what it's going to do. Start with the same spot I was at the Theorem with. So it struck, but it definitely wasn't. It was close. That ball was close to what the energy was, or what the Theorem was. Not exact, but it was close. And both the Theorem and the energy blackout are both asymmetrical balls. It's got a good shape to it. I mean, let's be honest. There's very few black bowling balls that roll bad. And this ball is not an exception. It rolls good too. Definitely angular. Yeah, I mean, it's a good piece. It's a good, angular, strong piece. Now the question is which one's more angular, the Theorem or the energy blackout? Very curious to see what the data says. My eyes tell me that I can get a little more shape out of the Theorem than I can over the energy blackout. And that's kind of why. Like, that's kind of why. Those shots were close, very, very close. And the energy blackout's just not quite as angular as the Theorem is. One more shot. One more shot. Yeah, it's good. I mean, the ball makes the right move in terms of the category, but I think the Theorem's going to be a little bit more. All right, so now you've been able to see all three balls go down the lane. Man, drop a comment. Tell us what you think, in your opinion, which bowling ball is the most angular of 2023. Also, like, share the video. If you like this content, maybe we'll do more stuff like this. Maybe we will start doing more comparisons. We can do the most continuous balls, the most traction balls. So if you guys like this kind of stuff, share the video, get some friends to watch it, and we can do more stuff just like this. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take these bowling balls and we're going to change the surface of them. We're going to do that. We're going to come back tomorrow. We're going to do this all over again and kind of see what the performance is at that time. Thanks for watching. On behalf of Creating the Difference, I am CEO Ronald Hicklin. Talk to you soon.